You think about your brain like a suitcase and you're going on vacation. If I'm going on vacation to a warm tropical place, I'm not gonna have a furry winter coat. I'm not gonna have a huge sweater. I'm not gonna have some Uggs, because that's not gonna make sense to pack those items when I'm going to a sunny place, right? Instead, I wanna have my bikini. I'm gonna have some cute flip-flops, some sandals. I'm gonna have some tank tops in there. I'm gonna have some nice dresses. That's what I'm going to pack because that is my destination. So when your destination is a place of building wealth, if your destination is a place to, positive things, a happy, wealthy, healthy life, then that means you cannot pack negative things into your suitcase. Hello, heroes. Welcome back to another video. My name is Candice Latham, and this channel is all about helping you defy the odds, build wealth, and think differently. Today, we're going to be talking more about that thinking differently part. That's right. We're diving all into money mindset. Now, I know you probably hear that word all the time and you probably just keep scrolling. But money mindset is just so important, because if you cannot get a hold and a handle of your thoughts and the way that you think about money, it's going to be very hard for you to make more. It's going to be hard for you to change your money habits. It's going to be hard for you to reach your money goals. But before I dive into that, I want to make sure that you guys signed up for my email list. I have a free net worth tracker for you guys to download. So make sure you download your net worth tracker, because it's going to keep you on track. It's because when you know where you are, it makes, reaching your money goals a lot easier. So make sure you download that in the description box below. Mindset is just so important. And anytime I'm doing like money coaching, or even in my Hero in Your Finances workbook, I always start with mindset first, because wealth begins in our mind and then it ends up in our behaviors. If we don't reshape our beliefs about money, if we don't reshape and change our thoughts about money, like I said, it's going to be really hard for us to actually reach our money goals, to make the right decisions with our money, because especially if all we've known growing up is to just spend, or, or in our household, we heard different things about money. That can really shape you for the rest of your life if you don't get a handle of those thoughts, if you don't work on reprogramming those thoughts, and if you aren't aware of what those thoughts even are. One of the questions I ask here in your finances workbook is, how did your parents view money? Was your dad like a spender? Did he like to just spend all his money? Was your mom a saver? What are some common phrases that you heard growing up about money? And that's important because it's really shaping how you see the world. And there was this book I was reading, and it talked about how when this guy was a little boy, every time he would drive into the nice neighborhoods, his dad would actually point to the houses and be like, "You see that nice house over there? Those people are crooks. That's why they have those nice houses, and that's why they drive those nice cars, because these people are crooks." And so in his mind, he made the connection where if you want to have money, you have to be a crook. And so he ended up going to jail when he got older for armed robbery. And when he was in jail, that's when he realized that his dad kind of made him view wealthy people as crooks and criminals. So obviously in his mind, he wanted to have money. And so what did he do? He became a crook so that he can have money, because that is what his dad had instilled in him. So it's very important that we're aware of how do we view money, because if we're not aware of how we're viewing money, we could actually be attracting lack to us. It could be stopping us from, attracting wealth, and it could be stopping us from even changing those certain behaviors, because everything starts in here. There's this tweet that I saw that Xavier C. Miller shared that I'm going to read quickly. It says, "They tricked you into believing in order to be wealthy, you have to do evil acts. And now you're self-sabotaging any improvements you make in your life, because subconsciously you believe financial independence is rewarded after doing evil. Reprogram your mind." And I just love this so much, because it's just exactly like that example with that little boy that I shared about how his dad thought that wealthy people were crooks. Because if you think that wealthy people are crooks, one, if you want to have money, you might think that you have to become a criminal like this guy in the story until he later on changed his mindset. Or two, you may just not even want to build different habits that can get you to build wealth, because you think in your mind, you think these people are crooks. And if you in your brain think negatively about someone, you're not going to want that for yourself, right? So you're going to actually block that from coming to you, because in your brain, money equals a crook. And so you're not going to try to better yourself or try to learn the skills and the things that you need to build wealth, because in your mind, you've trained yourself to believe that people who have money are evil and bad. Another example I wanted to share, I was watching a documentary about money one day, and there was this man who was saying that he never wanted to have a job that made him a lot of money. He never wanted to earn a lot of money at his job, because in his mind, he thought that that was only going to attract women who only wanted to be with him for his money. So his whole life, he just never wanted to, better his life or make more money, because he thought that he was going to attract the wrong kind of woman that only wanted to be with him for his money. And then what did he do? He lived his life, never trying to earn more money, because he did not want to attract this kind of woman. And that's just so interesting, that how we think is literally how we're behaving on a day-to-day basis, and how's that shaping our day-to-day actions and our day-to-day decisions. My last video, I talked about the power of earning passive income through dividend investing. And for me, there became a point where, okay, I got my tax refund and I could open up this Charles Schwab account, which costs $1,000 to get started, or I could use that $1,000 to go shopping. I like to shop, I like to look good, but I had to make a decision. Like, you know what? I'm going to use this money and I'm going to start investing, because I have to get into the habit of putting money aside for my future self. It is a battle. It is a battle to change that mindset where before I'm getting money, I'm just shopping, right? But now it's like I have to change that mindset. Like, yeah, we can still shop, but we have to invest at the same time. So that's why it's important to just get a hold of your thoughts so that you can start working on your new behaviors that you want to happen. And how do we actually reprogram that money mindset? How do we reprogram it? For me, I've started writing down different money affirmations, so that first of all, you have to be aware of what are the negative things that you even think about money in the first place, right? So if you one of the negative things about money is you think that people who have money are crooks, or you can only be rich if you inherit money, or people who have money are just lucky. Those aren't really good things to think, because now you might not want to even do the right things that it takes or learn the skills it takes to make money, because in your mind, you've subconsciously trained yourself that earning money is really bad, right? And you cannot do both, right? You can't think that earning money is bad and think badly about people that have money, and then still at the same time attract money to you and to do things and habits that are going to help you build money, because it's just going to cancel each other out. So that's why it's so important to just grab a hold, be aware of what are these beliefs that you believe, and then work on reprogramming those beliefs. And so for me, writing down different money affirmations really does help me, right? So I want to write down, what is my current money belief? If I wanted to change a thought, I would write down what is the thought that I have that I want to change, and then what is the thought I'm going to replace it with now? What am I going to, consciously think about now instead of that old thought? I was watching an interview with a woman. It was Cindy Trim and another woman who really studies the brain and the way that you think and obtain knowledge in your brain. And she says that in order to change a thought, you have to spend at least 7 minutes a day on this new thought that you want to believe. So for me, I have an affirmation page here, and I update it every now and then when I feel like I want to change a certain beliefs about money. I have to do my research and figure out, okay, what is the new thought that I want to bring into my life about money? So I'm just going to read a few of my favorite money affirmations here that I have on this paper. So it says, I let go of all of my negative feelings about money and invite wealth into my life. I gracefully surrender all of my resistance to wealth. Making money is a positive endeavor that serves me, my family, and my community. And I am passionate about building wealth, and I recognize all the value that it brings into my life. My skills bring me wealth, and I am grateful and respectful of that. I will honor my dreams and remind myself that I deserve success and happiness. So this is just a few money affirmations that I write down and I try to read to myself, so that I'm working on my own mindset on a daily basis and making sure that when those negative thoughts or, negative thoughts about money try to creep in, I have something to counteract those thoughts. And I'm spending time daily working on those thoughts so that the right thoughts can eventually just, replace the negative thoughts about money. It's important for you to change your money mindset so that you can start making better choices that actually align with the life that you really want to be. And we learned today's video that it's hard to it's hard to make the choices to get to where you want to be if subconsciously you think negatively about somebody else that is in a better position. So that's why it's so important that if you want to be a person that builds wealth, that you have to start thinking positively about wealth and how people are making money so that you can start creating those habits, and so that you're not self-sabotaging yourself, because you cannot do something if you don't truly believe. So that's why we have to work on programming our thoughts so that our behaviors can be in alignment with where we're trying to go, right? So that we can reach our money goals. And that's why here the mission is all about defying the odds, building wealth, and thinking differently. But we cannot build wealth unless we first change our thoughts. And that's why I'm going to keep drilling in. You guys, we got to think differently. We got to change our mindset, because mindset is literally starts with everything. You cannot physically change something on the outside world until you change it inside here, inside of your thoughts, inside of your mind. And so that's why money mindset has always been so important to me, because I think that it's just something that until I started surrounding myself with different people, until I started reading different books and thinking differently about money that way, then I started realizing that, wow, if I want to live a certain life, if I want to reach certain goals, I have to think different thoughts, and I have to change my certain behaviors that maybe I was just naturally, or the certain behaviors that I grew up with, and certain thoughts that have just like filled my brain, right? Because when we're younger, it's easy. We have no choice but to fill our brains with what is around us, right? But as we get older, it is our goal to start unpacking those thoughts. You think about your brain like a suitcase and you're going on vacation. If I'm going on vacation to a warm tropical place, I'm not gonna have a furry winter coat. I'm not gonna have a huge sweater. I'm not gonna have some Uggs, because that's not gonna make sense to pack those items when I'm going to a sunny place, right? Instead, I wanna have my bikini. I'm gonna have some cute flip-flops, some sandals. I'm gonna have some tank tops in there. I'm gonna have some nice dresses. That's what I'm going to pack, because that is my destination. So when your destination is a place of building wealth, if your destination is a place to, positive things, a happy, wealthy, healthy life, then that means you cannot pack negative things into your suitcase if that's not where you're going. And that's why money mindset is so important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that made sense to you. Give it a thumbs up, comment, make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate you guys, watching my video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and just being a part of this community that I am working on building. But that's all I want to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you're not already signed up to my email list, make sure you sign up and join. I would love to have you, and you're going to get a free net worth tracker. So make sure you click that link in the description box. Of course, I have my Hero in Your Finances workbook and planner. If you guys are interested in picking up a copy of that, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, guys, I'm Candice Latham, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.